Hey guys, this is Amateur. I decided today that I'm going to do some unpopular opinions, which I'm going to be doing a lot. One of them, this one is interesting. The mixed/biracial community needs to stop trying to take the spotlight away from Black Lives Matter. So I don't really know if this is true or not, but I do know some people probably are doing this. But I wouldn't limit it to saying the biracial community because I feel like it's a lot of people that are just trying to take the spotlight away, or they're trying to use the Black Lives Matter movement for bad things. Like a lot of those people that were looting, in some of the cases, it wasn't really us, the people with my skin complexion or skin complexion like mine that were doing the looting or starting things. Like we would just be chilling and be peaceful, and then somebody would wreak havoc outside of our race or slash ethnicity slash culture or whatever, and it would just be a mess. And then it would seem like we did a whole bunch of stuff when in reality we didn't start that.
Yeah, I just woke up today. I'm already pissed off at the internet, so I'm just gonna make this real short. Tiana Arata needs your help. You need to go and find the petitions. You need to talk about her. You need to spread the word. You need to talk to the sheriff. You need to blow up every social media handle you have with her hashtag Free Tiana. I'm putting it in the description. Thank you.
Now you can say, well, you did finish it or whatever, but I mean, I don't know. I do know that there has been a lot of tension, especially on Instagram, about, colorism. People saying, oh, colorism doesn't exist anymore. It never existed. Or, well, you guys need to stop hating on the light skins. I'm like, I agree. Like, both sides need to realize that we're black. You have brown skin. It doesn't matter the shade of the skin. We're still the same race. And you got to calm down because we already have enough oppression and prejudice and a bunch of other nonsense on us that we really do not need to be fighting each other like that. And I mean, you can't, and I also don't agree that when people say like, oh, there's no such thing as like the darker skins having it worse than us, because that's not the case. I'm still black. So look, listen, you're using your small amount of privilege over them. You really are, by saying that, because if there are people that have had experiences as a darker skinned person who are saying this is limiting and this is something that you can say you have never experienced, and a lot of people of your skin tone have never experienced, you can't discredit that and just act like, oh, because it didn't happen to me, it doesn't happen to anybody. Like that's not how you can base things off. You can't base things off of that. You just really can't, because like I'm not a darker skinned person, but I know the light skins, at least, like, let's go to middle school, for example. Middle school, light skins got everybody. You want to date, you want to do some, light skins, all the way. Dark skins would be called blackie, turn the lights off, oh, where'd that person go? Like, it would be jokes on jokes on jokes. Now, particularly for my middle school, we all roasted each other. Everything was jokes all the time. But that's something that happens a lot. Like, they're called blackie, they're called night, they'd be like, you close your eyes, you disappear in the nighttime. Where are you? Where are you at? We can only see you because your teeth are so white. Like, some stupid stuff like that. And like, if we say it as kids, it's like, oh, this is jokes. But then, like, some of the times people go too far with it on purpose. Some of them grow up and they're like having this prejudice against them. And I agree. Like, if you're a darker skin, it's going to be worse because you're that much further away from having paler skin. And we've seen in a lot of countries, in a lot of areas, in a lot of places, that if you are lighter skinned, things are a little bit better for you. Now, that's not all the time, depends on where you are, but a lot of times through a lot of people who have experienced it based off of that and their experiences, that is true. And you can't just discredit the fact that this is a true thing for them. So I don't know if this community is doing that. I guess maybe they are. If you're mixed, your skin's pretty. If you're not mixed, your skin's pretty. All of your skin's pretty. I know that some mixed people feel like they have both sides because, they're like, well, they say I'm not black because I have half white. Or they say I'm not white because I have half white. Or if you're mixed with something else, they're like, well, they're saying I'm not a part of their community. So I just think we're all doing it wrong. Honestly, as a whole, we're all doing it wrong. We need to get together and we got to work together and we got to move on and stop playing these games because this is stupid. We have other things to be worrying about than fighting against each other in our own race when we're all the same race. Like, calm down. Wow, so that happened. Yeah, so those are the ones for now. I found some other ones, but I don't want this video to get too long.
Talk to me, baby. You're so pretty, little pussy, baby. I'm not taking Michael Jackson's little video. Remember the time? You know how disrespectful you gotta be in there? He said, do you remember the time? Walked up in this dude's palace and it started dancing and courting his wife. I was like, and that's the peach.